Governor of Edo State, Godwin Obaseki, has promised more standard facilities in hosting the Okpekpe 10-kilometer road race in future, as the state target is to upgrade the race from a silver label to a gold label status. The governor also commended the organizers of the event for the recognition it has brought to the rural community. Kenya produced the top 3 winners at the weekend's race, with Stephen Giang emerging the first Nigerian male to cross the finish line and Deborah Pam emerging the first Nigerian female.
Overall, it just tells us that 6 years going, we've sustained this race, we've improved on it, and it's also challenging us to ensure that we move the race to a gold status. I am optimistic that in the not too distant future, this Okpekpe race will get the gold label of the International Athletics Federation, which means that it will be one of those few internationally labeled races of sporting events that will attract serious international attention.
In the Nigeria Professional Football League, Kano Pillars Junior Lokosa has increased his goal haul for the season to 18 as the Kano State-based team beat Katsina United 3-1 at the Sani Abacha Stadium. Lokosa is now 5 goals away from breaking the 23-goal mark set by Mfon Udo in the 2013-2014 season. Reigning champions Plateau United moved to the 3rd position after edging out Nasarawa United 2-1 in Jos. Go-round FC of Port Harcourt beat Wiki Tourists by a lone goal. El Kanemi Warriors and Rivers United settled for an 1-1 draw. In other league games, MFM suffered a disappointing 1-0 home defeat against Abia Warriors at the Agege Stadium. Enugu Rangers and Akwa United battled to an all-0 draw at the Nnamdi Azikiwe Stadium. In Akure, Sunshine Stars beat Heartland 2-1 to boost their hopes of avoiding the drop. The final day of the English Premier League has produced exciting results across England. Tottenham ended the season in 4th following a thrilling 5-4 win against Leicester City at Wembley. Liverpool finished above Tottenham following a 4-0 thrashing of Brighton, with Mohamed Salah setting a new EPL goal record for a season with 38 goals. Newcastle beat former champions Chelsea 3-0 at the Blues as the Blues ended their campaign in 5th. In other league games, Manchester United beat Watford 1-0. Arsenal won their final league game away from home 1-0. West Ham beat Everton 3-1. The new league champions Manchester City ended the season with over 100 points from 38 league matches, following a late winner against Southampton. Reigning Formula One champion Lewis Hamilton has picked his 2nd win in succession by dominating an eventful Spanish Grand Prix. The Mercedes driver was supreme at the front in a race that featured a heavy first lap crash, 2 caution periods and a number of spins and collisions. Hamilton's win moves him into a 17-point championship lead as rival Sebastian Vettel took 4th following questionable strategy calls from his Ferrari team. Valtteri Bottas made it a Mercedes 1-2 ahead of Red Bull's Max Verstappen. Police in Indonesia say a family of 6, including a 9-year-old girl, is responsible for a wave of attacks on 3 churches in the city of Surabaya. Their mother and 2 daughters blew themselves up at one church, while the father and 2 sons targeted 2 others. 13 people died in the attacks claimed by the Islamic State and said to be the deadliest in Indonesia since 2005. Visiting the scene of one of the bombings, President Joko Widodo described the attacks as barbaric, adding that he had ordered police to look into and break up networks of perpetrators. In recent years, women have become increasingly active in terrorist cells in Indonesia, but this would be the first time children have been used. Israel has been celebrating the relocation of the U.S. Embassy to Jerusalem, a move that breaks with world consensus and underscored by the absence of most envoys of the country from a reception hosted by Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu. The May 14th opening follows President Donald Trump's recognition in December of Jerusalem as Israel's capital, a decision he said fulfilled decades of policy pledges in Washington and formalized realities on the ground. Addressing dignitaries, including U.S. Treasury Secretary Stephen Mnuchin and the president's daughter and son-in-law, Ivanka Trump and Jared Kushner, and Israel's foreign ministry, Netanyahu urged other countries to follow Washington's lead. Organizers said all 86 countries with diplomatic missions in Israel were invited to the event, and 33 confirmed attendance. Among those present were delegates from Guatemala and Paraguay, which will open their own Jerusalem embassies later this month. And the main news again. Human rights group, the Socio-Economic Rights and Accountability Project, SERAP, has accused the federal government of flouting court orders in the cases of Shiite leader Ibrahim El-Zakzaky and former National Security Advisor Sambo Dasuki. The Catholic Church has advised the federal government to be more tolerant by allowing Nigerians to express themselves. The APC flag bearer in Ekiti State governorship election, Kayode Fayemi, has promised good governance if re-elected, but Governor Ayodele Fayose has insisted he would lose again. And finally, a family of 6 has been indicted in the bomb blasts which killed at least 13 persons in 3 churches in Indonesia. That's the news at 10 tonight. Thank you for watching. I am Amarachi Ubani. Good night.